Good morning. What is going on, good people? It is your guy, Philip Edge, man. Welcome to the Edge Energy Shot. This is a podcast that helps you move from self-doubt to self-assurance, become a better leader, and create a greater net worth through a higher self-worth. I am super excited to be here with you on this morning. Let me just go ahead and say it. I miss y'all. Let me say it again. I absolutely missed you. I know some of you are like, Philip, where you been? You haven't been here at 7 to 8 a.m. What's been going on? Well, I'm just going to be honest with you. Life has been going on. Daughter has been having volleyball practice early in the morning at guess what time? 7 a.m. So your boy's been being the good dad and taking my daughter to volleyball. But guess what? Today, y'all, today she drove herself. Today was the first day she actually got on the road and drove herself to practice. So you know how us dads do. I couldn't like jump in the car and follow her, but yeah, your boy's been over here on Live 360, making sure she's, driving within the safe driving range, making sure she got there safe, and she absolutely did get there safe. So I'm super, super proud of my daughter for making it safe, y'all. She made it safe. First time out. And the crazy thing was, as soon as she got in that parking spot, I called her. I was like, "You good? You good? Is everything all right?" So I asked her, I said, "Are your hands sweaty?" And she said, No, I'm good. I really am. But I noticed today she did go a different way than we've been going. So that's all comfort level. But I didn't necessarily have to get out there today. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Everybody in the house are drivers now. So super, super excited about that. So forgive me for not being here the past couple of days, but I am here today, and listen, y'all. Today is going to be an amazing session. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt stuck? Right? Are you feeling stuck right now? Are you trying to make progress and you're not quite making the progress in the way that you desire? Well, listen, I'm going to help you today because I got a mind-blowing revelation that I want to share with you. Here it is. It's not you. You are not the problem. I know, contrary to popular belief, we always hear things, hey, the problem is you. It's you. No, the problem is not you. The problem is the way you believe about a thing. So we got to separate you from your beliefs. You are not the problem. Your beliefs and the way that you think about things are. So in today's session, we're calling it Hold Up, What's Really Stopping Me? I'm gonna dive deeper into the power of belief, how it shapes your reality. We're gonna talk a little bit about how we uncover some self-limiting beliefs, how we uncover those negative thought patterns, and how we switch them to get us back focused in the way that we want to focus. Now, let me ask you this. If you want to do that, if you want to break free from the mental cycles that are holding you back, I would suggest that you hang on and you catch me on the other side of She Got Philip Edge. Edge Energy Shot, y'all. Let's go. Good morning.
They don't know everything that I have that's within me is all that I need with my God by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning, regardless of feelings. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness.
Yes, indeed. We are still pursuing greatness. Our destiny is still greatness. But let me pause. I didn't even ask y'all, how are you doing today? Do me a quick favor in the comments box. Scale of 1 to 10, how you feeling today? 10 is I am amazing. I am amazing. 1 is I need a do-over. Today is not going good already. So you let me know. Scale of 1 to 10, where you at? 1, do-over. 10, absolutely great. Love to hear from you. I will respond to you because I really want to check in on you. I want to know how you are doing. One way that we make sure that things are going the way that we want them to go, here at the Edge Energy Shot, we do a daily affirmation. Ours is actually pretty simple. It looks like this. We say, I'm in the perfect position at the opportune moment, fulfilling my perfect purpose, connecting with the right people, and expressing the right words. What God desires, I desire. What God envisions, I envision. And the highest blessings of heaven are being released in my life right now. I agree, and so shall it be. That is what we say to set our day, to frame our day. We realize that if you don't speak the right things out, you will not get the right things back. So it's so important that we speak the right things out, and I want to make sure that you do that every single day. If you want that affirmation in the comments section, just say affirmation. I'll DM it to you. No charge to you. It's yours. You can have it because at the end of the day, I want to see you win. That's why we do what we do. All right. So let's jump into this thing. What's stopping you? It's not you. It's not you, y'all. You are not the one that is stopping you, right? It's not you. And I know everybody else will tell you it's you. You got to do this, you got to do that. No. It's not you. It's the way you think. And some of us have been conditioned to think a certain way about life. We view things from a certain lens, and some of that it has to do with the way that we were brought up, right? Our environments, right? Some of that was brought up, some of that comes from the way that people spoke to you and spoke into your life, right? So we have attached ourselves to a certain mindset and belief system. And sometimes that belief system is right. Sometimes that belief system is not right. So we have to begin asking ourselves simple questions like, what am I believing? Why am I believing this? Watch this. And who told you that? Right? We got to ask ourselves questions like that, because at the end of the day, if it's not us and if it's the way we believe, then we have to begin questioning the way we believe and finding out why we believe the way that we believe. I'm going to give you 3 simple things that you can do today to make sure that you're believing right. The first thing I call the mirror test. The mirror test. The mirror test is actually pretty simple. All I need you to do is really take a close look at your thought patterns, right? What are you thinking about yourself? If you don't know, take some time, sit down, get a pen out, get a piece of paper out, write down things like, what do I think about me, right? What when you are writing those things down, ask yourself, are there reoccurring patterns of negative self-talk? Am I saying bad things about me? Am I saying negative things about me? Are there things, are feelings of unworthiness, right? Are you writing things down like that? Ask yourself, where are those things coming from, right? And once you recognize and acknowledge those things that we call limiting beliefs, that is really the first step towards overcoming them. You can't defeat something that you don't know is there, right? I remember playing college football, and one thing about college football is we prepared, right? The coaches, even before game week, they were already preparing. They were watching game film, and the reason that they watched game film was because they were writing down tendencies, play count, what they did, how they did it, top playmakers. They're writing down all the things that they needed so that they can get a big round picture of what they think the game day is going to look like, right? So then we started also watching that same film, and we were being taught the tendencies, what to look for. So watch this. So when we got in the game, we knew how to play the game. I knew if a defensive back was playing outside position. I knew if the tendency of a defensive lineman was to swim and he always went outside or he always went inside. And we set up plays to combat what we knew the defense was going to give us. We have to do that personally also. In our lives, we have to be able to run the tape, look at yourself in the mirror, right? And when you recognize things and tendencies that you have, we have to create things to combat that, right? So when we write things down like, there is no way that I can succeed, where does that come from, right? And once we recognize, oh, well, that came from, growing up in lack. That came from growing up in a system that had my mind warped, that said that I couldn't do it. But guess what? I have now experienced other things, and those other things that I experienced are contrary to what I saw. So guess what? I just cracked and I destroyed that thought pattern because I saw myself achieving it and I saw myself doing it. So take the mirror test. Second thing that you can do, and that we really need to look at, is this thing that we call the comparison trap. And with the comparison trap, I want you to really ask yourself, are you constantly comparing yourself to others? Are you constantly in a place where you're feeling inadequate? And you got to begin addressing What areas are you feeling inadequate in? Why are you feeling that way? Why are you comparing yourselves to other people? What are those underlying beliefs that continue to fuel these destructive patterns that you're continuing to walk in, right? So don't just hold on to them. We don't just want to expose them. We want you to replace comparison with self compassion and celebrate your unique journey. You are not them. You are different. The way that you have to act and move and do is different from the people that you see on a day-to-day basis, right? So don't try to compare yourself to them because you don't know what their journey was. You think you do, but you got to always remember people only show you their highlight reels. They don't show you all of the behind the scenes. So when you go on social media, highlight reel. When you see them on TV, highlight reel. When you hear their music, highlight reel. People are only showing you a highlight reel of their life. There's a whole lot more that meets the eye. There's a whole lot more that's behind the scenes. So stop comparing yourself to their highlight reel. Because when you compare yourself to their highlight reel, all you're seeing is the highs and you're not seeing any of the lows. And I'm telling you, in the journey called life, there are both highs and lows. Stop comparing yourself to other people. That is a trap, y'all, and it's not a good place for us to be in. Third thing, I call this the fear factor. The fear factor. Examine the fears that are holding you back from taking risks in life. You will never be able to get to where you want to get if you don't take risk. You have to take risk in life. Some are calculated, some are not calculated. But you have to be able to step out and say, you know what? I'm going to risk it all because I believe that much in myself. I believe in this vision. I believe in the thing in my head. So I'm going to step out and take the risk. Staying in a place of complacency will only get you that. It'll keep you in a place of complacency, right? So we got to begin asking ourselves questions like, why am I afraid? What is it that's making me afraid? And are those fears rooted in those limiting beliefs that we were talking about in the mirror test? Are those fears rooted in a place where, you know, it's you're simply looking and you're like, I have so much more inside of me. I can do so much more, but I'm settling for this because I'm afraid. Where's that fear coming from? I want you to begin challenging those fears by reframing them as opportunities for growth and expansion. Reframe the fear. It's just an opportunity for you to grow. That's it. So I need you to take the mirror test today. I need you to stop the comparison trap. And I need you to really begin addressing the fear factor and asking yourselves the question, where are these fears coming from? When you do that, you can begin to realize the problem ain't you. You have all the skills, talents, and abilities that you need to succeed in whatever realm you want to succeed in. You got it. You got the juice. The problem is not you. The problem is how you're thinking about a thing. And what I believe is when you take your capacity and when we subtract the interference, the things that are stopping you in your mind, and we multiply that by this thing that I call borrowed belief, you will walk in this place of supercharged success. Let me tell you this. If you can't believe for yourself today, look, come in. Borrow my belief in you because I believe that you can absolutely do it. Today, I need you to take some steps forward to unlocking your true potential by recognizing and shaping your real reality. It's not what you see, it's what you believe. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here, man. I will be back here tomorrow sometime around 7, depending on how the daughter does when she's driving the car. But I'll be back here tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, giving you some more inspiration, giving you some more things to empower you, to get you focused so that you can get to where you need to be. By the way, if you do like this content, if you like what I'm doing, whether you're catching me on the replay or whether you're catching me live, do me a favor, share this out with somebody. Somebody else might need this very content. It might be the thing that's going to unlock them from the mental prison that they've been living in. So with that being said, man, I appreciate you. I will see y'all tomorrow. Go be the best version of yourself today. We'll holler at you, man. Peace.
They that's within me is all that I need with my God by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning. Regardless of feelings, I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness.